July kicked off with an LPG explosion in a suburban home in Mosgiel, where two men were left badly burned after an attempt at huffing which went terribly wrong.
A bystander told Nine Local News she heard a horrendous boom, ran outside and saw a man run screaming and on fire from the house. She said at some time there was a second explosion and a pungent smell emerging from the scene.
Also in July, the government bailed out the Southern District Health Board to the tune of $10 million to prevent the board from going into overdraft.
The $10 million will be going into our day-to-day accounts, so it'll be in there to manage our cash flow to make sure that we can still pay our staff on a fortnightly basis and that we don't have to borrow money on the open markets to be able to do that.
The University Plaza was officially opened in July, adding another dimension to the much-debated Forsyth Bar Stadium.
The university recognised that it needed at least one major new building, and at the same time the city was considering building a new stadium, and so we realised that by putting a building here we could assist the larger development and produce something really great.
And July was the month where visitors and locals alike delighted in the annual Jaffa race, as tens of thousands of lollies raced down the world's steepest street for a good cause.
The whole carnival has supported a number of charities and charitable causes around New Zealand for 10 years, and we've raised close to $500,000, and it's a great draw for Dunedin too. We get visitors from all over New Zealand and also all over the world.
It was in July that Otago Paralympian Adam Hall spoke to Nine Local News about training for the next Winter Paralympics in Russia.
4 World Cup podiums and got my slalom back to #1 in the world, and some of the other events that I compete in, Super Combined and Super G, got in the top 3 in the world as well. So on track moving forward, which is cool.
And the University of Otago awarded its highest research honour, the Distinguished Research Medal, to one of the world's leading philosophers, Professor Alan Musgrave.
I've tried to defend realism about science and common sense against all kinds of anti-realist tendencies. I think science is our best way of finding out how the world ticks and how we tick.
And last but not least, local MP for Dunedin North, Dr David Clark, introduced a new members' bill to try and raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
In New Zealand, we have a lot of people who are living in poverty who shouldn't be living in poverty, in my view. The minimum wage is currently $13.50 an hour, and people who have young children spend more than half of their income putting a healthy meal on the table every night. It shouldn't be like that.
And that was the month that was for July 2012. Devi Narona, Nine Local News.